All right, we're back here with Coach Wells from Langston Hughes. Just got done talking with Coach from Dorman High School. Coach, you guys are stepping out of region play for a game on MLK Day. Appreciate you being here.
Definitely.
What's the focus of your team today?
The focus today is multiple efforts on defense. We've had some dry spells in terms of our effort on defense, and just be consistent from possession to possession, and also finishing plays with rebounds, box outs and rebounds. There's been some times where we played a really good D and then just, let guys sneak in there behind us and grab the rebound and put it right back in, so that effort we put in was pretty much for nothing. So trying to nullify that today.
Nice. And so who are you looking for from a player standpoint, individual, that you want to see really step up their game, defensively, offensively, leadership-wise? What are you looking for from that?
Leadership-wise, we're definitely looking for Derek Cook, number one, our point guard, to just corral the troops and get everybody in the right direction, be real vocal today. Khalil Cuffey, my two guard, we need intangibles from him. That's the main thing. We know he's going to score the basketball. That's his game. He's our two guard. That's his job. But we need the intangibles. We need the rebounds. We need the box outs. We need the multiple efforts. We need you moving the ball. And then we have a new guy to our starting lineup. This is only his second or third game starting this season. Name's Khalil Blockton. He's number 42. He's a senior. Had a really good game last game with 13 points and 9 rebounds. So he's supplanted himself in that starting lineup, so we're hoping for more productivity from him.
Well, it's your second year in a row in our event. We appreciate you being here. Excited to watch your team compete.
Definitely. Thanks for the hospitality.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
5, 6, 7. One, two, three, four. Check two, check, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's up, mic is that? Oh, that's mic 2. It's 1 or 2. 1, 2, 3, you can hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, you can still hear me? One, two, three, four, five. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. I'm on 2 then. I want to make sure I was on the right one. We welcome you into Peachtree Ridge High School. Joe Hillsman, glad to be here with you. The SUV TV, our first game of the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase will be between the Dorman Cavaliers and Langston Hughes Panthers. They're in the jump ball, a little ragged, and we will do it again. Langston Hughes, they will be the home team. They are in white tops, white bottoms, and they have the green numbers. Dorman, the road team out of Dorman, South Carolina, and they are in the navy tops, navy bottoms, and they got the baby blue numbers, and Langston Hughes is moving left to right, and they win the tip. Their starting lineup will be Derek Cook, Sean Nelson, Khalil Cuffey, Isaiah Green, and Khalil Blockton. Now holding it out high is Cuffey. Cuffey now swings it over on the right wing. They get it over to Blockton. Blockton now on a cut across to Isaiah Green. Green holding at the head of the key, puts it on the floor. One dribble back over on the right side to Cuffey. Cuffey tried to feed the post and does the Blockton. Blockton on a back end shot. Turn up. It is going to be no good. That was a number change here for Langston Hughes. There's a long 3. Good. Harris Finley came out and busted him a 3, and he's got his first 3 points of the contest and of the game. Coming up on a minute gone by. I'm going to put it on the floor. We're going to have to check the book there, number 12, with a number change for Langston Hughes there in white. Kick it to the top. Blockton holds it. Blockton now over to Green. Green to Blockton. Blockton on that left wing wants to pull it up for that Langston Hughes bunch. Bouncing it in the middle. Power dribble goes up hard. No good. Tip. Rebound. Back tapping coming out. Here's the Dorman Cavaliers. Dorman moving right to left. Bounce pass down to the left. Stop holding it, putting it on the floor is Green. Daquan Green gives it down low to McFadden. McFadden got the roll. No, it came off. Rebound to Blockton. Blockton out, letting it down. Here's Cuffey. Cuffey into the forecourt, left hand dribble. Peels it back to the top to Cook. Cook now with the right hand. And will set up the Langston Hughes Panther offense, trailing 3-0 in the early moments here of the first quarter. Swings it in this corner, putting it on the floor. Cook gonna go baseline step, dumps it off. Blockton couldn't handle it as he tried to go. Power dribble up off the window, no, and a foul on the play. Foul will be on Jordan McFadden, number 23. That'll be his first and the team's first. The starters for the Dorman Cavaliers will be Tyson McLean, Harris Finley, Reggie Jones, Jordan McFadden, and Daquan Green. Going to the free throw line, Khalil Blockton for the first time. Blockton, first free throw is good. And Langston Hughes has their first points of the day, 3-1. Langston Hughes coming in at 9-8 on the season under head coach Rory Welsh. The Dorman Cavaliers coming in at 7-6 under head coach Thomas Ryan. Second free throw blocked and good, so he knocks in both free throws. And we are in a 3-2 contest. 6:05 to go first quarter. Glad that you're with us here from the Blue Collar Basketball MLK King Showcase at Peachtree Ridge High School. Full court pressure now. Dorman gets it up to McFadden. McFadden across the timeline now swings it back to the right, and the Cavaliers will set up the offense now. Picked up the dribble. Here's Finley. Harrison Finley now holding to the left. He's picked out high. Guarded by Nelson. Sean Nelson now is wearing number 12 and not number 5. Hanging it in the corner and out on the wing is Finley. Finley now coming up, getting a screen from Green. Goes around, Nelson bouncing it, keeping his dribble out. Now he had to pick it up out high. 5.5 to go first quarter. Swings it over to the right. There's McCain. McCain going to pull a 3. It's going to be out the front iron. No good. Rebound offensively by Jones. Reggie Jones got the offensive rebound, but unable to corral it. And now here come the Langston Hughes Panthers. Cook in the corner to Cuffey. A 3. Back iron. No. Rebound ripped down offensively by Isaiah Green. Green over to Cuffey. Cuffey now will put it on the floor and peel it back out. Set up the offense now, and now looks for Nelson on the flash. Wasn't there to block, then power dribble, leaned in, shot it up, float no good. Rebound coming down to McFadden. McFadden over to Finley. Finley bringing it back this way for the Dorman Cavaliers with left hand dribble on a slow break. Gonna get below the foul line, drive all the way to the hoop, no good. Rebound come down by Khalil Cuffey. Cuffey in transition. They have numbers. No, they don't. Now gonna pull it back. Cuffey all the way to the lane. He shot it up, no good. Rebound bounce, tapped out to Green and good. Nelson knocked it back over to Green, and Green stuck it back in, and they have their first lead of the day at 4-3. Finley now into the forecourt with 4.5. There's Jones along left wing three. It's offline. No good. Rebound ripped down by Green offensively. Daquan Green got the rebound over to McCain. Back to Finley, and now Coach Ryan steps up to the coach's box and calls the play. They swing it to the right. Here's McCain. Tyson McCain. Now down to Finley. Finley shot no good. Long. Nelson on the rebound. Sean Nelson gets it up to Cook. Cook now with the hard dribble. Cook now going to go with the right hand. Cook spinning on the right of the block. Shot is up, no good. They tip, fight for it. Rebound ripped out of there by Reggie Jones and the Dorman Cavaliers. They're on the break. Dorman pushing it. Ball in the middle. Over to McClain. Stop. Shot. Good. Tyson McClain, his first field goal, and they operate well in transition. Here's Cook. Cook now gives it over to Cuffey. Cuffey back to Cook, who's between the rings, and now he sets up the offense. Picked up by McClain, gets a screen from Blockton. Going to put it on the floor. Now here they come with a trap. Bounce it back to the top to Blockton. Blockton going to go right down the lane. A layup. No good. Rebound, Daquan Green. Green to Finley now. 3:35 to go. Dorman with a 5-4 lead and in possession of the basketball. Harrison Finley now holding and dribbling right there with the right hand. Moving to the left, no movement now. Going to give it on a handoff to Reggie Jones, who has a count on him from Nelson. Jones now going to drive to the left of the lane. Shot is up, no good, no call. Rebound ripped down by Green over to Cuffey. Here come the Panthers, back up to Nelson. Nelson on the right wing, Nelson between the legs, worked on by Finley. Now he picked up the dribble, kicks it back to the top to Khalil Cuffey, and they will set it up offensively for the Panthers. Trailing 5-4 here. 5 minutes gone by first quarter. On a cut, there's Cuffey. Cuffey below the free throw line, step back, left elbow is good. The jumper was good from Khalil Cuffey, his first field goal. And a 6-5 lead for the Langston Hughes Panthers. Langston Hughes with pressure in the backcourt. Finley passes it up to McFadden. No substitutions yet made by either team. McFadden in a trap, back over to Harris. Finley bounces it down low. There's Green. Green spins with his back to the basket. Now kicks it back out to Finley. Finley couldn't corral it. Cuffey will come away with the steal. Cuffey coming all the way on the break. Cuffey layup. No, it was too hard. Strong. Green fought for it, but now Finley's going to come away with it to McClain. McClain up ahead to Reggie Jones. Jones now with the left hand. Now goes between the legs, and they'll peel it back out. They'll set up the offense. 2:15 first quarter. Finley with the left hand dribble now coming in, getting the screen from Daquan Green. Swings it to the right, and there's Jones. Jones back to Finley. Now substitutions walk to the table for the Panthers as we come up on 2 minutes ago. Nelson came out on Finley. Finley in control of the basketball. We've seen him do that very well. Very heady point guard. There's Green. Green, a short corner jumper, good. Daquan Green with the jumper. So we exchange leads as Dorman goes back out in front, 7-6 from the blue-collar basketball MLK Showcase. So now here's Nelson. Nelson gives it over to Cook. Cook with a bad pass. It will be a turnover, and we'll have our first substitutions of the day. Dorman will send in a brand new bunch, as will the Panthers. Checking in Miles Tate, number 14 for Dorman, an 8th grader. And he's a fine basketball player and comes off the bench and plays exceptionally well when he has the opportunity. Also in Kamal DeSura, 6'4 freshman, number 21 for the Dorman Cavaliers. So here's Miles Tate in the backcourt, the 8th grader. Swings it over on the left side, and here's DeSura. DeSura back over to Tate. Tate between the rings. Fake the pass. Now there's McClain. Zone defense now from the Panthers. Also checking in for the Panthers, number 15, Anthony Carter. Pass is tipped and stolen. Justin Jones, number 10, and White, who came in at that substitution with the steal. Here's Cook. Cook going to go. Lost it between the hands. It was taken away. Here comes Dorman on the break. Going to drop it off on the left. It is no good. It rolled out of there. Good break by Chandler Lindsay, who was running the break. McClain stops and pulls a three. It's front of the rim. No good. Rebound hit the floor and chased down by DeSura. DeSura holds it and gives it to Miles Tate. Tate will look up. He's worked on by Carter. We're under a minute. Carter to McClain. McClain now being picked up by Blockton. Blockton has a count on him. They come on a pop. There's Lindsay. A three. Top of the key. Good. Coming off this screen, Chandler Lindsay drops in a 3-ball, and the Dorman Cavaliers now are in double digits. It's a 10-6 ball game. Back over to the top, Cook to Carter. Carter now being worked on as they come out of his own defense. Swing it over to Jones. Jones holding it in the right corner. He's picked up now. They peel it back off. Jones picked up the dribble out to Blockton. 19 seconds, so they probably are in position for the final shot here of the first quarter in a 10-6 ball game. Inside, and he tried to dump it down low. Tried to go a little high-low action. He went all the way high, though. Isaiah Green tried to dump it down to Blockton. 8.5, so you can set up a good out-of-bounds play right here. And Coach Rory Wells looking. Inbound now to Cook. Dennis Cook going to give it over to Green. Green now over to Jones. Jones pulls the right wing three. Back iron, no good. Rebound going to come down by DeSore, and that will be the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter. It is the Dorman Cavaliers leading the Langston Hughes Panthers 10-6.
You want to be the type of player that stands out to a good coach? This summer, join over 10,000 dedicated players nationwide. Discover how to play sports.
We welcome you back into the Better Basketball MLK Showcase here live at Peachtree Ridge High School. At Better Basketball, they live and breathe the game. They focus their entire business on the tools, players, and coaches' needs to improve at every level of basketball. Their videos are more detailed, more carefully executed, and packed with more information than any other instructional video for basketball. Visit them at betterbasketball.com. Second quarter underway, and the first field goal made by Daquan Green to give the Dorman Cavaliers a 12-6 lead. They have them doubled up here as we begin the second quarter. Joel Hillsman, glad to be here with you. SUV TV. Dorman in the navy blue. There's a stop and a jumper from DeSore. Back iron, hill of the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Isaiah Green. Green into the forecourt now, and here's Cook. Cook going to drive all the way, barreling his way in. Shot was blocked and bothered there by Green, and coming back on the Cavaliers, and here's Miles Tate. Tate on the dribble. Tate down below the free throw line. Stop. There's the jumper. It is no good. Off to the left. Chandler Tate into the contest now in this second quarter for the Dorman Cavaliers.
Dorman fouls number 3, Chandler Tate.
Langston Hughes will now make substitutions, as will Dorman. Khalil Cuffey will check into the contest. Going out will be Blockton. Cuffey started and got him about a minute and 2 seconds worth of rest here to begin that second quarter. Carter, Cook, Green, Cuffey, and Jones, the 5 on the floor for the Langston Hughes Panthers, who are working on offense. Dennis Cook between the rings. Now he's going to swing it over to Jones. Jones now down low to Cuffey. Cuffey, a power dribble, went up on McFadden. No, McFadden, good defense. Cuffey stayed with it. A power dribble shot goes up. He was fouled, and that will be a foul on Jordan McFadden. So Khalil Cuffey will be going to the free throw line. He will be shooting a pair. Cuffey getting looks from Wofford, South Alabama, among others. Wilson Lewis is a full-service CPA firm and offices in Gwinnett County and Metro Atlanta. We are large enough to handle all of your accounting needs, yet small enough to give you a personal touch you want. At Wilson Lewis, we measure our success based on the success of our clients. Visit wilsonlewis.com. First free throw good from Khalil Cuffey. That makes it a 12-7 ball game. And now, second free throw by Cuffey is good. So Cuffey with 4 points, and he's 2 of 2 on his first trip to the free throw line in a 12-8 ball game with 6:38 to go here in the second quarter. Dorman coming out, and it's Reggie Jones into the contest, or back into the contest. Reggie Jones along with Chandler Tate, Chandler Lindsay, Miles Tate, and Kamal DeSore. And DeSore is holding it right now with the left-hand dribble. Goes between the legs. DeSore now, a young freshman. Swings it over to Reggie Jones. Jones over to the left side to Chandler Tate. There's Miles Tate. Miles Tate now, an 8th grader, and has played very well. Dorman operating and running their actions on the offensive end in a 4-point ball game at 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Putting it on the floor. There's a kick out. DeSore traveling violation. Slid over there. Looked like there has been a little slippage there. The floor was dusted here during the early moments of the contest and when the doors were open here before the players came out to warm up. But looks like there on that possession, Dorman slipped a little bit. Carter. Cross court to Cuffey. Cuffey, a left wing three. It is front iron. No. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it will go to Dorman. Will be off of Isaiah Green. This Dorman bunch I mentioned coming in at 7-6. They're currently riding a 2-game winning streak, but Justin Jones stole the inbound pass. So Jones now will steal the inbound pass and kick it to the top to Green. Green over to Cook. Cook put it on the floor. Hesitate now back over to Green. They're working around the perimeter to Cuffey. Cuffey bounces it down low. Carter's pass was tipped out of bounds off of Anthony Carter. Justin Jones' pass to Carter was tipped. Harris Finley now will check back in for this Dorman bunch. Dorman coming in 51 points per game and 50.3 point per games against. We do have a timeout called on the floor. AWS creates, builds, and manages your website. We customize our sites to our clients' needs. We feature unmatched service and innovative designs. Whether you're looking for business conversions or informative content site, AWS can meet your needs. Contact us at www.athleticwebsolutions.com. Informative content. Tongue twister there for the fine folks at Athletic Web Solutions. It always happens when the bright lights come on. We will come out of the timeout, 5:33 to go, live from Peachtree Ridge High School, Sewanee, Georgia. A wonderful day for the MLK Showcase on blue-collar basketball. And a special shout-out, early shout-out to Sam Allen. You saw him earlier on the broadcast as he interviewed head coach Tom Ryan of Dorman, and out to his wife, Sarah Allen, who got us all prepared and we're set to go. And Miles Tate is operating the Dorman Cavalier offense. Here's DeSore. DeSore back over to Tate. Tate pulls a long three. Good. Miles Tate, a young 8th grader with a 3-ball. Oh, off the bench and into the scorebook for the young 8th grader. Finley, he's in the backcourt with Finley, who plays very well. The pass was stolen. Nice steal in there by Chandler Tate. Tate gives it over to Reggie Jones, and there he gives it to Finley. 15-8, the Dorman Cavaliers with the lead. Dorman coming off of a big victory over number 1 ranked Burns, 49-46 in a low-scoring contest. And Coach Ryan, you know it was a big win for him. Good pass on the action. Tate, no good. Rebound comes down to Justin Jones, up ahead to Cuffey. Cuffey on the left. Oh, he lost it off of his shoe. He's able to recover it in the left corner. They'll be able to set it up. Long cross-court pass to Cook. Cook with a jab step. Now going to throw. Stop. Elbow jumper. Front iron. No short. Out of bounds. Off of Dorman. And it will come in to Langston Hughes. Isaiah Green will take a seat. And now Khalil Blockton will check back in for the Langston Hughes Panthers. Second game for Dorman against a Georgia opponent. Long three is no good. Off tip rebound. Going to come back. Shot flew up in. Good by Blockton. Khalil Blockton with that lay on a putback, and they're there in double figures. It's 15-10. Up ahead quickly. Here's McLean. McLean all the way reversing layup. Good on the break. Tyson McLean with his 4th point of the contest. Dorman, other opponent from the state of Georgia, was Shiloh, and they were 0-1 against Shiloh. 3-2 overall in out-of-state competition this season. And currently riding a 2-game winning streak, and as I mentioned, one of those wins came over the Burns Rebels. So the Panthers working with Anthony Carter. Long cross-court pass to Justin Jones. Jones now gives it to Block. They try to shoot in there. There's a steal. Taken away by Tyson McLean. Good defense on the backside by DeSore, the young freshman. So now here is McLean. McLean now working it. Stops. Picked up the dribble. Gives it to Miles Tate. Tate worked on by Jones with 3:30 to go, second quarter. Tate with the left-hand dribble. Tate now going to attack. Cross it back and pick it. Swing it over to Jones. Reggie Jones now holding it. Worked on by Blockton. Got a count. There's a cut. There's Tate. Tate shot up. No foul by Anthony Carter. Carter will be hit with the foul, and Miles Tate will be going to the free throw line. The young 8th grade point guard. Speaking of point guards, do you want to be the type of player that stands out to a good coach? This summer, join over 10,000 dedicated players nationwide and discover how to play smart basketball. Be a coach on the court and be a leader in the practices, games, and everyday life. Visit pgcbasketball.com for details on the 5-day, 4-night summer courses, including the nationally acclaimed Point Guard College course. Once again, that's pgcbasketball.com. Young Miles Tate at the free throw line. And the first free throw was good for the 8th grade point guard. He'll have one more. It's good. So he stuck both free throws, 5 points on today, and it's a 19-10 Dorman Cavalier lead, and Tate will come out. Coming in for the first time, Ethan Parton, number 13 for the Dorman Cavaliers. And Daquan Green is back on the floor, along with McLean, Reggie Jones, and Harris Finley. And now one of the referees wanted to get the player's shirt tucked in a little bit there. They're getting a little too far out for his liking. So there's a pass into Blockton. Blockton layup good. They came down quickly and scored easy in the paint right there in transition. An easy hoop. Langston Hughes trailing by 7, 19-12. Finley now across to Jones. Jones now in the middle to Daquan Green. Green to Finley. Finley now worked on by Cook out high under 3 minutes to go. Second quarter, 19-12. Dorman with the lead and the basketball. Finley now over to Green. Green to Jones. Jones over now. They swing it and run their action. There's Nelson out on Finley. Cut in on the lane, and there's a steal and a pass, but there was a foul call. Richard Matthews got the steal, and he will get hit with the foul. Matthews' first foul, and the team's second. Only 5 fouls called in the contest, so it's been a very fluid game with good pace. Inbound, looking, out. The Parton caught it, and Cuffey will get hit with a push. Khalil Cuffey.
Langston Hughes foul number 11, Khalil Cuffey.
So Parton will inbound it. Parton looks in the corner to Jones. Jones trapped. Nelson was there, almost had to steal out of bounds, and it will stay with Dorman. First of 5 today in the ML King Showcase, the Blue Collar Basketball ML King Showcase. Our next game will be fun as well. South Atlanta taking on Green Forest. Parton catches the inbound in the corner. The 3 is no good. Nelson skies for the rebound for the Langston Hughes Panthers, and here they come. Langston Hughes swings it over as Cook. Cook put it on the floor. Cook jump. Short, no good. Cook been trying to get going, struggled yet to get in the scorebook today, and they trail by 7. Now here he comes back pushing it. McLean all the way, left hand off the window, got the rolling good. Tyson McLean, his 3rd field goal, 2nd here in this quarter, and they push the lead now out to 9 at 21-12. Cuffey kicks it back to the top to Nelson. Nelson over on the left wing now, long pass in the corner to Matthews. Matthews pump fake, stick, a step dribble, no good. Rebound comes off to the left to Reggie Jones of the Dorman Cavaliers. And a long lead pass up ahead, layup to McLean, good. He got behind the defense. Tyson McLean now having himself one whale of a second quarter, got behind the defense, easy in transition. They go up 11. Not paying attention in transition, kind of lulled them to sleep a little bit, and then a fine pass to McLean, who finished at the rim. So here is Nelson. Nelson picked up that dribble, looks, gives it to Cuffey. Cuffey now holding. Cuffey puts it on the floor. Long skip pass in the corner. It was high. Pass was too high. Wasn't able to catch it and shoot it. Cuffey, a power dribble, goes down the lane. Layup good. Khalil Cuffey. His 2nd field goal. Cuffey now with 6 points. That brings the lead back down under 9 with 80 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Here's Daquan Green on the right wing. Green holds and gives it over to Harris Finley. Finley with a left-hand dribble. Finley, as you've seen him here on SUV TV, a very heady point guard for this bunch. Gave them a shot when they had to go up against, was that Wellington, Florida? Yeah, they gave them a shot very well against Wellington, Florida a couple of weeks ago there at the 2015 Farm Bureau Classic, which they hosted. But the Dorman team now coming together since that event and since the winter break. Now there's a pass over. McLean, a right wing 3. He is feeling some kind of way today. Tyson McLean, a 3-ball, and he has really opened it up here in this second quarter. Now he has 9 in the quarter, 11 in the contest, 26-14. Matthews with the left-hand dribble now to Blockton, who checked back in. Over to Nelson. Nelson puts it on the floor. Hesitates. Nelson going to go off the window. No good. Back tap. Here's Parthen. Parthen now with it in transition. The ball was tipped away from Matthews, and now we're going to have a foul called in transition right there in front of Coach Roy Wells. He did not like it. He did not like it. Foul called on Richard Matthews. That is his first and the team's 4th foul with 26 and 4/10 seconds. So it'll be side out of bounds. Miles Tate will check back in. Also checking in will be Chandler Lindsay. So substitutions, Jones will go out as well. Chandler Tate will come in. 26 and 4/10 seconds. They'll run their sideline out of bound play. Parton bounces it in. to Lindsey. Lindsey now looking to get it to Tate, but Justin Jones denied him the basketball, so then he will operate the offense with 18 seconds, and Matthews is on him, and Matthews is hounding him with a count. Goes around the screen. Miles Tate gets it. Miles Tate stopped. Young 8th grader picked it up, stepped through, kicked over to Chandler Tate with 10 seconds in the corner to Parson. Man, Langston Hughes defense trying to be very aggressive and keep the ball moving. 5 seconds. 4. Here's Tate. Tate lost it. Stolen away by Nelson. Nelson with 1. Nelson not paying attention to the clock, and that will be the end of the first half with that score. The Dorman Cavaliers 24 and the Langston Hughes Panthers 14. At All-American Specialties, qualities have always been our top priority. The attention to detail, innovation, and superior service are the key elements that make All-American Specialties one of the premier providers of recognition awards and promotional products in the Southeast. We take a look at our SUV TV instant replay from the first half. Again, at the half, it is Dorman 26, Langston Hughes 14.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation and allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things. The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. My height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation and allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
Time here, the first game, Dorman and Langston Hughes. Dorman is leading 26-14. We've got Coach Michael Reddick here from South Atlanta joining us. Coach, excited to have you in this year's event. Tell us about your team right now and what the focus is, what your message is to your guys.
Well, my team is all about team, so that's what we're preaching. You got to play together, got to play with energy, excitement. Just got to be up-tempo. Can we cut this, or is this live?
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, okay. So we're ready to go.
Okay. I love it, and I'm excited to see you guys play. You guys take on, gosh, maybe one of the biggest teams in the state. I know you've coached a few big men in your time in South Atlanta, so you know all about big men. But Green Forest presents a lot of challenges. What are y'all? How are y'all going to attack them? What's the focus on that today?
Well, when you look at Green Forest, like you said, extremely talented team. I think they're number 12 in the nation. All kind of talents all over the place. But that's the one thing I don't do is I don't worry about the other teams. South Atlanta's got to take care of South Atlanta playing South Atlanta's basketball. If we do the things we're supposed to do, we're going to have to box out, of course, because they're so big. We're going to have to push the ball when we have the opportunity, make shots when we have the opportunity, and play that defense. You know, we're going to be aggressive and see if they can handle it. If they can handle it, then we'll change up, and we have a lot of different options of what we can do.
Good. So I like it. You're going to focus on South Atlanta, and yeah, well, we're excited to watch this matchup. I know I am. I know all our viewers are, and it's going to be a great day of basketball. Thanks for being a part of it.
Well, thank you for inviting us. We're looking forward to this challenge.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, we're back here at halftime. About 2 minutes to go until Dorman and Langston Hughes tip off the second half. I'm joined by Green Forest Christian head coach Larry Thompson. Excited about you guys being a part of it this year.
Thank you.
Last year y'all were in it. You've moved one chair over, now the head coach role. Gosh, you guys got size that college programs envy. I know they must be fun to coach, but what's you're preaching to your guys right now and where you're at with the season?
First of all, I want to say thank you for inviting us back. And yeah, I do have quite a bit of size over here that people clamor. What I was preaching more about my guys is about positioning. Use your size. Don't get in positions where it looks bad and refs can call fouls because of that size. Just more about staying focused defensively and staying in the right position.
Okay, nice. So South Atlanta, they've got a quality program. Coach Reddick's been there 18 years.
Wow.
And they've started off the year really well. I don't know if you had a chance to scout them or not, but what do y'all need to work on? What do you need to be doing well today against them?
But definitely had a chance to take a look at them, quite a few different games. What I stressed to my guys walked through on yesterday and today, that we got to sprint back in transition. They're a team that loves to race it up and down. They're very well coached. They do their 1-4 high sets, and they do them well. I think our first point of emphasis is going to be sprint back defensively and making sure we're finding their shooters and keeping an eye on the big guy they have in the middle who is scoring at a very alarming clip. So our focus today is going to be sprint back defensively and making sure we're talking, communicating, and finding their guys.
And who's playing really well for you right now, one or two guys?
I got a combination of guys. Justin Forrest is really playing at a high level. I think his maturity has grown leaps and bounds. I think that's what his biggest, not issue or his biggest concern was, his maturity level. He's playing at a very high level. And two of my seniors, John and Precious, John Noguchi and Precious Aya, they're both playing on both ends of the floor very well. Getting some guys back healthy and Big Ike and Bebe and Victor, they're also playing well. So I got a collection of guys that's playing well right now. But I see Justin Forrest and John are the ones that are playing the best right now.
Coach, hey, we're excited about having you. I can't wait to see you guys compete and see you in a little bit.
Thank you.
All right. We're back here live now, second half with Langston Hughes and Dorman. Langston Hughes has the ball. Joel Hillsman.
Sam, thank you very much. Second half underway. Sam catching up with Coach Reddick and Coach Thompson there in our next game. That'll be South Atlanta and Green Forest. Second half action, third quarter beginning here. Sam and Dorman and Langston Hughes. Dorman a very positive first half with a 26-14 advantage.
Oh, they've been impressive, Joel. They've been executing well on offense, sharing the ball. They've been running their offense to a T with lots of backdoor cuts, screens. And then defensively, their zone has given Langston Hughes some problems. They've limited any transition buckets, and they're making Langston Hughes take tough perimeter shots. And, something we don't see very much here in Georgia, but there's an 8th grader playing high school ball. And so number 14 here for Dorman is just in 8th grade, already playing high school level. I was talking with Coach from Dorman right before the game, and he feels like this kid could be special. Obviously, you just don't see many 8th graders play at the high school level. That's a big age gap.
Yeah, Miles Tate has had himself a pretty good second quarter. He finished with 5 points in that first half. You do see that a lot in Alabama and in South Carolina. If the 8th grader is able to play, they go ahead and give him that burn. As a foul going down on the left side, and I've had the opportunity of seeing Tate play a couple times this year, just a heady point guard. And Coach Ryan has kind of used this operation with him. He doesn't start. He'll come in, gets his rotation, but now you'll see here once he's into the floor of the game, he starts the second half, and that's kind of how he's done with Tate. And he's been a very sound and heady point guard. Him and Harrison Finley, two very savvy point guards in the Dorman backcourt.
Absolutely, and a guy that's impressed me in this game that probably been the most efficient and best player on the floor is Tyson McLean, a junior for Dorman, number 5. Made some really nice decisions and with the ball in his hands and knocking down a couple perimeter shots. So he's kind of been the difference so far for Dorman.
He led Dorman in all scores at the half with 11 points. We've got our first two here from the free throw line, Dennis Cook, and it is a 10-point ball game as the Dorman Cavaliers operate. And there is Tyson McLean, who we're speaking of, number 5 for Dorman, who are now going left to right as you view it here. SUV TV. I'm Joe Hillsman, joined by Sam Allen here in the third quarter. Reggie Jones in the left corner on the left wing to McLean, who pops it out to Daquan Green. Green headed the key, worked on now highly out to the front. They put in a bounce pass, low, layup, no. Rebound going to come off the window to Cook. Cook now working in transition. He'll come back and give it over to Sean Nelson.
They got a good look there, Joel, but you got to use the glass. You got to use the glass when you're right there at that angle. Dorman does an excellent job of moving the ball, moving their people. Great player movement, great ball movement. That's really what any good offense is, along with spacing.
Going to have to check the roster now. Langston Hughes making a change. Don't recognize that 14 in white in. After the turnover, there's the layup. It is no good. Rebound comes down to Dennis Cook. Cook, Green, Nelson, and Cuffey, the 4 on the floor, along with number 14. The layup is no good. It rolls off of the rim, bounces out of bounds, and will go over to Dorman.
So often in basketball it comes down to who can do the fundamentals better. The last 3 shots have been all layups. They've been all misses. You got to use the backboard. It sounds simple. It sounds even elementary, but it's so important.
The window is your friend, especially there on a layup, and a lot of bunnies have been missed. And conversely, we were talking about Tyson McClain. In that second quarter alone, he had 3 field goals in the paint at the rim and then stretched the defense with the 3. There's Finley, a pull-up foul line jumper off to the right, no good. Rebound came down to Nelson. Nelson, a wide receiver on the football team, operating for the Panthers with the right hand, kicks it over. Now they go to the top. Cuffey or the pump fake. Cuffey, step back jumper from the left. It is no good. Short rebound, ripped down, fighting for it offensively, and then stepped out of bounds. So good hustle on the glass, but then the footwork was on the line.
Cuffey's a talented offensive player, Joel. That's a tough step back jumper. Your team struggled a little bit. I would continue to want to work the ball, try to get it to the paint, get some layups, maybe get some inside-out action. I think Langston Hughes is going to need to get the ball to the paint either off penetration or post-ups to get some more easy buckets.
And Dennis Cook will have to get going, but he is out of the game right now. Shot is no good. Miles Tate with the rebound in transition.
Nice pass.
Up ahead, nice dime off the green. Beautiful. Miles Tate will get the hockey assist. Daquan Green gets the main assist, and Tyson McClain is in the book with his first 2 here in this third quarter.
All set up by Miles Tate, pushing the tempo, getting the ball deep, Joel, drawing a defender, opens up the back end. That's really unselfish basketball Dorman's showing here.
Yeah, and he got the rebound and then pushed it in transition to get them numbers, and then the beautiful execution passing there. Down the lane, Nelson flying with the left hand, no, and a foul. He'll get 2. Sean Nelson upset. He went flying down the lane, going across the lane with the left hand and missed it, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Great penetration there. Dorman didn't have a help side defender step up, but again, props to Nelson for getting into the lane. Do need to execute and finish that shot.
Nelson, first free throw is no good. Nelson not known for his scoring, but brings intangibles to this Langston Hughes Panther team. As I mentioned, they're coming in at 9-8, averaging 61 points per game and giving up 56, and right now trailing by 12 in what has been a low-scoring game so far. Not a lot of fouls, although it was a second team foul called on Dorman here in this third quarter. 4:17 to go. Nelson's second free throw is good. So he split a pair. And that cuts the lead momentarily down to 11, and there's a steal. Isaiah Green with the steal. He gives it over to Nelson. Nelson on the right wing, feeding it down low. Blocked and power dribble across the lane, scores. Good. Khalil blocked it.
Really nice move right there. Power hop dribble. Looks like Langston Hughes has some energy infused into him after that bucket.
Tate to Jones. Under 4 minutes, so halfway gone here in this third quarter. Justin Jones is into the game off of the Roy West bench. Swings it to the left. McFadden is out high on the left wing. Now they trap him with Blockton. He stepped through, kicks it across. There's Chandler Lindsay. Puts it on the floor below the foul line. Picked it back up. Now here's McClain. McClain will set it back up. McClain peels it between the rings, and he's being worked on by Justin Jones. Over to the left is Reggie Jones. Jones picked up by Isaiah Green. They kick it back and swing it all around. Man, this could be a Cousins family reunion game. They come in and steal it. Justin Jones on the steal. Justin Jones all the way. Got it blocked from behind. Great defense by Tyson McClain. And they were hitting with the foul, though, but a great job of not giving up. I love that type hustle, Sam.
Absolutely. I thought it was a clean block, Joel, but nonetheless, it's not always what is a block or what is a foul. Sometimes it is what looks like a foul, and I believe the referee thought it looked like a foul there. Langston Hughes has really picked up their intensity on defense, creating some turnovers here, which they're going to need to get these buckets. Dorman's been stingy on defense in the half court, so anything Langston Hughes can get generated in transition off their defense is going to be a positive thing.
Justin Jones at the free throw line, and he gets 2, and he just split that one, and then a timeout was called. Hickory Hill Financial is a Metro Atlanta insurance brokerage specializing in life insurance, tax-free retirement, auto and home insurance, commercial insurance, and employee wellness programs. Our goal is to be trusted advisors for all of our clients' personal and business insurance needs. Please email hickoryhillfinancial@gmail.com or visit www.hickoryhillfinancial.com for a complimentary insurance policy review. 28-20. Joe Hillsman, Sam Allen here with you from Peachtree Ridge High School in Swanee, Georgia. It is the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase. Once again, a fine lineup, Sam, that you've got. Just briefly, while we have a moment, talk about what goes into getting these teams together on this great day and playing good high school basketball.
Yeah, what we want to try to do, Joe, is get really good matchups. I guess it first starts, let me back up, it starts with getting good quality teams, quality coaches. You know, in today's high school game, it's sometimes going to be tough because you have to put these things together several months in advance. But you know, in today's high school, there's a lot of transfers that happen. And so even, let's just use these two teams for example. Dorman lost 3 kids that are starters in the offseason. Would be, if had they stayed, would be starters right now. You know, Langston Hughes, best player, you know, left, and he's at Westlake now. But nonetheless, there's solid programs that can withstand that and put on a competitive game like they're doing right now.
It is a very competitive game, and the transfers are just a part of high school basketball, and you know, that's just how it is. And sometimes some coaches are able to do it one way, and some coaches are able to do it more than one way. And what's the old saying? There's more than one way to skin a cat. Hey, keep your teams competitive and execute the talent. The talent is there, and you have it, develop it, and it will prosper for you when you need it too. As you saw how Dorman, even though they're coming in at 7-6, they just defeated Burns last week, the #1 team in the state. And I've seen Burns a couple of times, and they really come at you, really physical, but they were able to go in there and get that victory, and now they got that mojo working, and they are 3-2 at out-of-state contests. So you talk about the scheduling, and this is their second opponent in Georgia, and they really gave Shiloh a good run there for a long time. And Harrison Finley, the guard, 11, not in the game right now, really like his headiness, especially against the power and trapping there of the Shiloh Generals.
Yeah, that win over Burns is impressive. This is my first time seeing Dorman, Joel. I believe you've seen them before, but you know, they play hard, they play together, they share it, they move the ball well on offense, as you can see here. Lots of cutting action. They're patient. I've been impressed with Coach Ryan's team.
Coach Ryan does a fine job with this bunch. Miles Tate, though, as we talk about it, the headline of the 8th grader, is running the offense between the rings as we come up on 2 minutes to go. So the pace slowed here now for the Dorman Cavaliers. They've only put up 2 points here in this second half. There's McLean off a screen, top side, 3, hill of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, no. Comes down to Dennis Cook defensively. Now here come the Panthers in transition to Jones. Jones over to Cook. Cook with a hesitate dribble now, gives it back over to Justin Jones. Now to Cook. Dennis Cook trying to get going. He's got 2 free throws for his only 2 points of the game here in this third quarter. To the top to Matthew. On a cut to Jones. Jones down the lane, shot no good, out of bounds. It went off of Dorman, and it will stay with Langston Hughes.
Back in for the Cavaliers.
Chandler Tate will check in off of the bench for the Dorman Cavaliers.
Langston Hughes really needs to get Cook going. They need to get Cuffey going. That's where they lean on for offense, and or at the very least get Cook generating and creating plays for others. Nice little back door.
And one. Khalil Cuffey to Dennis Cook. They set that thing up a little high-low, but he came off that baseline, caught it and boomed it home, and the foul.
Really nice out-of-bounds setup there. Back door with the alley-oop to Cook. Guess he heard us talking about him. But from Cuffey to Cook, really nice play there. That's a tough pass as well. Nice catch and dunk.
So the opportunity now for Langston Hughes to trim the lead down to 5 with 1:31 to go third quarter. Free throw. It's good. A 3-point play from Derek Cook. Now he's perfect at the line at 3 of 3, and now they come out with the press. And inbound to Chandler Tate. Tate pass almost stolen by Nelson. It's recovered. Now they get it up ahead across the timeline. Here's DeSore. DeSore, young freshman, now dribbling into the trap. There's Finley. Finley stopped, got it blocked by Nelson. Recovered it, stepped through, passed it over to the left side. Now there's a trap. They're trapping and trapping. And a pass out of bounds, deflected, and will stay with the Dorman Cavaliers. Cuffey, Jones, Green, Nelson, and Cook, the 5 on the floor for the Langston Hughes Panthers. Three, Miles Tate, Chandler Tate, Jonathan McFadden, Harris Finley, and Kamal DeSore on the floor for the Cavaliers. There's the inbound. Back out, and here's Chandler Tate picked up by Nelson between the rings. Hands it off to Finley out high. 65 seconds to go, third quarter, 5-point ball game. Dorman been slowed now in this third quarter. The game has been slow altogether, a slowed down game. It had a nice pace to it early when neither team were able to convert, but since then the pace is slowed. Going around the screen, the shot will be no good, and we'll have a foul called on Sean Nelson. And that will be the second team foul here in the second half for the Langston Hughes Panthers. Substitution now quickly. Anthony Carter will be checking in. Carter in And Nelson will be going out. Matthews will come in, and Cuffey will go out.
Dorman needs a good shot here, Joel. Langston Hughes is on a 7-0 run. They've turned it over the last several possessions. They haven't really gotten good looks, and it's important to get a good look. Not necessarily score, but just get a good look. And there it is right there, layup.
Beautiful. Off of the inbound pass, Chandler Lindsay to Chandler Tate. That was a well-executed play. That is what I call blue-collar basketball, right on point, right on cue with Sam Allen. Pushed the lead out to 7, and they needed to break that little run. There's a bounce pass in to Jones. Jones down in the corner. Going to go baseline, kick it back out to the top. Here's Jones. Jones driving across. Shot is no good. Hit the underside of the rim. Fighting for it in there is Isaiah Green. Isaiah Green come away with it. It'll be a jump ball. Possession will go to the Dorman Cavaliers. Isaiah Green, a physical basketball player down low. He's the quarterback of the football team, a very, very savvy and heady quarterback. He's a junior, but on the basketball team, he gives you rebounding. He gives you easy buckets there around the rim. Unfortunately, he only has 2 points today. Ball was deflected, almost stolen in the backcourt. Finley gets it up ahead. Lindsay over to McFadden. McFadden holding it. He's got trapped now to Lindsay. Now over to Finley, and they will hold finally for the last shot. 13 seconds to go in a 7-point contest as we get ready to move to the fourth quarter.
This is a big possession for both teams, Joel.
Finley gets the screen from McFadden. Jones shows. Stop, cross-court pass. Looks at a three. Lines it up. Chandler Tate, no good. And we're at the end of the third quarter. It is the Dorman Cavaliers 30 and the Langston Hughes Panthers 23. Fourth quarter action coming up in just a moment as you take a look at our SUV TV instant replay. Welcome you back into Peachtree Ridge High School. It is the Blue Collar Basketball Showcase, the ML King Showcase. Langston Hughes trailing 30-23 as we begin the fourth quarter. Langston Hughes in the white. They are moving right to left. Anthony Carter now has it and kicks it across. Putting it on the floor is Cook. Cook over in the right corner. Now here's Jones. Jones with the left hand swings it over to Cook. Cook with a jab step worked on now by Lindsay defensively. Langston Hughes made him a nice little run and had a 9-4 quarter advantage. The jump is good from Derek Cook. So Derek Cook now trying to warm to the task just a little bit, has 7 points. It's a 5-point game again. There's the inbound to Finley. Dorman, as I mentioned, has slowed things up of late. Here's DeSore. DeSore now worked on by Matthews. They fight for it and a foul or kick. Yeah, we'll have a foul call. Foul count at 6 now between both teams, and now let's see. We're going to have a substitution. Khalil Cuffey will come in. So Cuffey went out at the 53-second mark of the third quarter, so he got that break and then got the quarter break and then just the first 49 seconds here of that third quarter. So there's his break, and Coach Roy Wells will need him. They just called a kickball. Inbound, wide open in the middle. Good. DeSore with his first field goal. Kamal DeSore, his first field goal, and it's a 7-point ball game. A minute gone by here in this fourth quarter. Working it with Justin Jones. Jones on the cut to Cuffey. Cuffey to Jones. Jones is on that right wing, picked up by Finley. Swings it to the top to Cook. Cook had Green wheeling, couldn't get it to him. There's Anthony Carter. Carter put it on the floor. Stop. Now lost it. Picked it up over to Cuffey. Cuffey out of the triple threat position. Traveling violation, Khalil Cuffey. Lindsay holds it by the Ridge logo. And to the top to McFadden. McFadden swings it over to the left. Chandler Tate Tate now working with the right-hand dribble. He's picked up high by Carter. There's McFadden. McFadden now picked up by Khalil Cuffey. Looking, and there's the pass. It was almost stolen and a foul by Isaiah Green, who went reaching and almost got that steal.
Langston Hughes foul number 23, Isaiah Green.
So Green hit with the foul, and that'll be the team's third foul. And it will be sideline out of bounds for the Dorman Cavaliers. Substitutions, Blockton will come in, and Isaiah Green will go take a seat. Khalil Blockton with 8 points in the contest. Harris Finley with the left hand. Finley over to McFadden. McFadden holding, popping out is DeSore. DeSore with a pump fake pass, moves to the left. The Chandler Tate fielded in, blocked and tipped it away, got the steal out of bounds off of Dorman. It will be Langston Hughes basketball. All of that set up for the pressure from Camille Blockton on getting in and deflected that ball. It'll be Langston Hughes basketball. Three out of the corner is no good. The rebound is tipped out of bounds. It will stay down on this end with Langston Hughes. Trailing by 7, 32-25. Tyson McLean for the Dorman Cavaliers with 13 points, the high man in the contest right now. Inbound to Cuffey. Cuffey puts it on the floor with the left hand. Cuffey scooping with the right hand. It is no good. Tipped up good by Blockton. Khalil Blockton now trying to put together a pretty fine game. He's in double figures now with 10. Lead back down to 5. Langston Hughes has been able to get it to 5, but Chandler Tate right down the lane. Layup good. Chandler Tate his second field goal. Went scooping right down the lane, and I couldn't get it out of my mouth fast enough. They've been able to get it down to 5 and no closer for Langston Hughes. Lead now pushed back out to 34-27, a 6-point game, 7-point game. Pass was deflected and stolen. Chandler Lindsay with the steal, and then there's the foul as they were going to have numbers 2-on-1. Blockton hit with the foul. That'll be the team's fourth. And we will have a brief substitution, a hockey line style substitution now, as Parton will come in. Daquan Green, Miles Tate, Tyler McLean will Tyson McLean in for the Dorman Cavaliers. So that will be their 5. It'll be Cook, Matthews, Cuffey, Nelson, and Blockton, the 5 for Langston Hughes. Here's Miles Tate. Tate will bring it into the forecourt with the right-hand dribble. Very confident and poised. Swings it over to the right side. Now kicks it back out to the top. And now Jones over to Tate. Tate to McLean. McLean now between the rings and hands it back over to Miles. Tate over to Parthen. Parthen now worked on as Eaton Parton to Jones. Under 5 minutes to go. 7-point ball game. Langston Hughes trail by 16 at 1 point. Trail by 12 at the half at 26-14. And let's see, Langston Hughes will call a full timeout. Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe is a fresh presentational of traditional Mediterranean grilled and roasted meats that come together with our original sauces and sides for flavors that are deliciously unexpected and completely our own. Please visit our Swanee location just 1 mile down Old Peachtree Road near Interstate 85. Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe. And Taziki's also to each winning team will be providing their meal today. I wonder if they'll be providing me with the meal today. Grilled and roasted meats. All right, I can go for all of that today. Indeed, that's Taziki's right here, the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase Classic here at Peachtree Ridge High School, and we are up on Old Peachtree Road. So we will find that out. We always love the crew in the hospitality room, in the media room, and quite frankly, the food. Yes, it is. The SUV TV crew here with the extra hanging out with us for a little while today. As we break out of the timeout at SUV TV on Twitter. It is Dorman and it is Langston Hughes, and it is a 7-point ball game in the opener today as Miles Tate pass was deflected by Richard Matthews, and now another substitution. Coach Welch going to get Isaiah Green back in and get Matthews out. Khalil Cuffey scoreless here in this second half for the Langston Hughes Panthers. And here's Tate. Tate on the inbound, back over to Tyson McCain. McClain now holding it and still holding it, and now gives it to Miles. Miles now will operate the offense, dribbling with the left hand, now swings it to the right to Parton. Parton worked on by Cuffey. Cuffey now comes up to get the count on him. He goes right by him, kicks it back out now to Reggie Jones. Jones picked up by Isaiah Green. Green moving on him. Jones to Daquan Green now. So Dorman really deliberate with the offense. McClain's shot is no good. Cuffey on the glass. With 4:06 to go, here come the Langston Hughes Panthers trailing by 7. Cuffey walks into a topside 3. Good. Khalil Cuffey, 3 ball. Good. And there's his first point here in this second half, and that's as close as they've been now. Cut it to 4. McClain's shot no good. Foul by Blockton. Coach Welsh not pleased with that call. He thought that Blockton had both hands up. Coach Welsh, Rory Welsh, very upset there. And the thing with this Langston Hughes bunch, they've had a pair of long losing streaks here during the season, a 3-game losing streak and then a 4-game losing streak. They've lost 8 games, but they've came in waves now. Free throw, good by McClain. Push the lead back out to 5, 35-30 with 3:53 to go, and Tyson McClain is at the free throw line again. He's 1 of 1, and this will be his second shot. It is good. 15 points in the contest now for McClain. It is 36-30. So Cook inbounds, and now Nelson will walk it across the timeline with the left hand and the right hand dribble belt high between the rings. And they look to set up their offense, looking at a 2-3 Dorman Cavaliers zone with Tate and Parton at the top of it. There's Cuffey. Cuffey pump fake, swings it across to Nelson. Nelson a hard dribble to the left. He's on the left wing, then peels it back out to Khalil. Khalil, a topside 3, in and out, no. Rebound by Parton. Parton bobbled it, gives it over to Tyson McClain. They'll come up with 3:25 to go fourth quarter. And a 6-point lead in a game that has been very slowed and deliberate and executed with a lot of passing and cutting from the Dorman Cavaliers and a lot of Tyson McClain, who has 15 points. There's a drive, and it's stolen. Blockton with the steal. Up ahead to Cuffey. Cuffey gonna go all the way, takes the contact, and one! Khalil Cuffey in transition, and one! And an opportunity to cut the lead down to 3 with 3 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Reggie Jones hit with the foul, and that'll be Dorman's 5th foul here in the second half. As you take a look at our SUV TV instant replay, substitution now. Harris Finley will be coming in, and Ethan Parton will be taking a seat. Khalil Cuffey at the line trying to complete the 3-point play. Goes through his free throw routine. It is good. And Khalil Cuffey has the Langston Hughes Panthers within 3. It's as close as they've been. It's a 3-point ball game with 3 minutes to go. Looking on the inbound, looking, and he inbounded, barely beat the 5 count over to Finley. Jones to Finley, Coach Welsh employing them to come up with the trap. They're taking a long time, barely beat the 10 count. They barely beat the 5 count and barely beat the 10 count. Here's Tate. Tate gonna dribble, stop, turn in the lane, floated up. No, he traveled, he switched that pivot foot. He went from the left to the right before he floated it. That's a travel. Inbound, he rolled the inbound. And he's going to be able to set up the offense all the way almost out at the break. 36-33 across the timeline. He's out there at the volleyball and the Peachtree Ridge logo of that lion. Here's Anthony Carter. Carter with the left-hand dribble now. Long skip past to Cook. Cook going to attack. Down the lane. Shot is off the window. No. Rebound is going to come down to Harris Finley with 2:25. Finley, long lead pass up ahead to McClain. McClain with the right-hand dribble across to Reggie Jones. Jones gathered his feet. Now makes the move with the dribble. Goes to the left. Bounce, use some body. Passes it off. Layup good to Daquan Green. Reggie Jones was very patient, set that thing up, and Daquan Green finished it with an easy layup to push him back up by 5 with 2:02 to go. Looking at a 2-3 zone defense. Swing it to the left. Now here's Dennis Cook. Cook with the left hand now to the top. Blocked and pulls a 3. Back iron, no. Rebound, Justin Jones in the middle. Jones layup, no, and a foul. He got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line with 1:47 to go.
Dorman fouls out number 24,
talked about Derek Cook. Cook with 7 points and has offers from Florida International, UAB, and Florida Gulf Coast. He's been held in check, but his 5 points in that third quarter kind of got the ball rolling. Remember, the pace of this game has been very slow outside the first 2 or 3 minutes. Justin Jones, free throw good. He is now 2 of 3 from the line. He'll have one more in a 4-point game. Isaiah Green now will check in. Second free throw, it is good by Justin Jones. 3-point ball game, 100 seconds. Finley up ahead to Jones. Jones on the right wing. They come with a trap. There's a pass. Layup. Daquan Green, no good. Isaiah Green gets the rebound. Gives it up ahead to Dennis Cook. Cook going to try to push it. Cook going to hesitate over to Cuffey. Cuffey, a three. It is no good. Rebound coming down. Isaiah Green. Green put it back up. Foul. Good offensive rebound. Tried to get the putback. Isaiah Green will be going to the free throw line. Khalil Cuffey now trying to warm to the task a little bit. You thought that three was going to go down. $12 points in the contest for Khalil Cuffey. Isaiah Green at the free throw line for the first time, the quarterback of the football team. Free throw, good. Went through and took that time with his rotation. 38-36. So Isaiah Green will get one more. And the free throw is good. Isaiah Green makes both free throws, and Langston Hughes has cut the lead down to 138-37. AWS creates, builds, and manages your website. We customize our sites to our clients' needs. We feature unmatched service and innovative designs. Whether you're looking for business conversions or an informative content site, AWS can meet your needs. Contact us at www.athleticwebsolutions.com. Taking a look at our SUV TV instant replay there. Khalil Cuffey earlier, that was an and one on the break. He finished it and hit the free throw. 12 points in the contest for Khalil Cuffey. 1 point ball game. Out of the timeout, Dorman going left to right. And now here's Harris Finley. Miles Tate dribbling. Tate slip. And let's see, Coach Thomas Ryan will call a timeout. Dorman quickly calls a timeout. Let's see, will it be a full timeout or will it be a 30-second timeout? It will be a 30-second timeout. At Better Basketball, they live and breathe the game. They focus their entire business on the tools, players, and coaches needed to improve at every level of basketball. Their videos are more detailed, more carefully executed, and packed with more information than any other instructional video for basketball on the market today. Visit them at betterbasketball.com. Dorman barely beat the clock again, the 5-second count on an inbound. 38-37. We come up now on 1 minute. 1 minute to go, fourth quarter. Joel Hillsman, glad that you're with us. Peachtree Ridge High School, the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase. Dorman and Langston Hughes. Dorman with the ball and leading by 1. Langston Hughes been trailing most of the day. This is the closest they've been. Harris Finley operating with the right hand. Finley going to drive into the lane, wheeling, not trying to score, trying to eat some of that clock, and now Dennis Cook will reach in and get a foul. Dennis Cook with the foul, and that'll be Langston Hughes' 6th foul. So they will be inbounding it, side out of bounds. One more, that was the last foul to give. Miles Tate now, Coach Wells very upset that his Panthers were not paying attention. There's the trap on Tate, now they go and reach in, and let's see, a timeout called, yes. A timeout will be called. Sean Nelson did not like that as he went in there, thought he had gotten a jump ball. 38-37 with 33 seconds to go here in this contest, and it is a 30-second timeout. Wilson Lewis is a field service CPA firm and offices in Gwinnett County and Metro Atlanta. We are large enough to handle all of your accounting needs, yet small enough to give you the personal touch you want. At Wilson Lewis, we measure our success based on the success of our clients. Visit wilsonlewis.com. SUV TV, Joe Hillsman, glad to be here with you, our SUV TV crew. First Lady SUV TV in the house. That's how we do it. We are in the perch today at Peachtree Ridge High School. Dorman will be inbounding it. Looking in a long inbound into the backcourt to Harris Finley with 32 seconds. They are going to have to go ahead and get a foul. They can't get the steal. And they got the steal. Cuffey with the steal. He gives it up ahead. There's Jones. Jones to Nelson. Nelson attacking. Layup. Good. Counted and a foul. Sean Nelson. The pressure defense from the Langston Hughes Panthers have given them the lead at 39-38. Their first lead in quite a while ever since both teams went back and forth. They led 6-5, and that was the last time they had the lead. Cuffey got the steal, dove on it at midcourt, and got it up ahead to Nelson, who attacked. That's your SUV TV instant replay, and he'll go to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. Nelson goes through his free throw routine. Off, no good. Big blown free throw there. 39-38. Up ahead now, holding it is Tyson McLean. McLean into the forecourt with 15 seconds. McLean gives it over to Finley. Finley picked up now by Carter. Finley with 10. Finley with 9. Finley doesn't use the screen from Green. Finley attacks, layup. No, he was fouled, and he'll get 2 shots. 6 and 8, 10 seconds. Well, let's see. Did they call it on the floor or did they call it in the air? Carter hit with the foul. It will be 2 free throws for Harris Finley. Team 7 foul, but Finley now at the free throw line. All he has today is a three-pointer. Add that free throw. Good. We are tied at 39. 6 and 8, 10 seconds. Oh, Khalil Cuffey will come in and Carter will go out. Sean Nelson is standing way back in the left corner, and one of the Dorman assistant coaches finally saw him. He was down here chilling in this left corner. Finley missed the free throw. Rebound, Daquan Green. Green to Finley, and a timeout call with 3 and 9, 10 seconds. 39-39 and 3 and 9, 10 seconds, and we have a timeout call. Hickory Hill Financial is a Metro Atlanta insurance brokerage specializing in life insurance, tax-free retirement, auto and home insurance, commercial insurance, and employee wellness programs. Our goal is to be a trusted advisor for all of our clients' personal and business insurance needs. Please email hickoryhillfinancial@gmail.com or visit www.hickoryhillfinancial.com for a complimentary insurance policy review. Stay tuned for the most outstanding player of the game for the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase. From this contest, Sam Allen will have that with you for you at the conclusion of this contest. We are tied at 39 with 3 and 9, 10 seconds. Dorman. They will be inbounding underneath the baseline. He cannot move. Finley will be the trigger. Finley looking. Finley looking. Finley still looking, and now he had to call a timeout. Outstanding defense from Langston Hughes. right, so now out of the timeout. 3 and 9, 10 seconds, and they will try to inbound it again. He cannot move. Looking, still looking. He gets it in, and there is Chandler Lindsay. Lindsay had it stolen by Jones, and there's a long heave by Cook. No, we go to overtime. Free back. What? Do we have a foul call? This ref walked over, and let's see, or did he get the timeout? Timeout was called by Langston Hughes before the Dennis Cook shot. And they put 0.9 seconds on the clock. Full timeout was called. 0.9 put back on the clock. Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe is a fresh interpretation of traditional Mediterranean grilled and roasted meats that come together with our original sauces and sides for flavors that are deliciously unexpected and completely our own. Please visit our Swanee location just 1 mile down on Old Peachtree Road near Interstate 85. Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe. Now they put 0.1 of a second up. Or are they trying to go back? I glanced at it. I saw 1.1, but I don't know when the timeout was called. And they're trying to decide where Langston Hughes will be making the inbound, and it will be at the it will be at the end of the coach's box. It'll be sideline out of bounds. And let's see how much time are they going to put on the floor. It'll be Dennis Cook, Sean Nelson, Anthony Carter, Isaiah Green, and Justin Jones, the 5 on the floor. 39-39. 1 second on the clock. Inbound by Nelson. Nelson looking. Nelson into Carter. Carter a long heave. No, he barely made it. It skips off to the right. And we have free basketball right here. SUV TV overtime. Coming up next. 4 minutes on the clock. 39-39.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through.
We begin overtime, 4 minutes on the clock, 39-39. Dorman and Langston Hughes right here at SUV TV from the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase at Peachtree Ridge High School. Dorman led most of the way. They took the lead 7-5, and they led all the way until a Sean Nelson layup tied the ball game at 39. Harris Finley driving gave them the lead 39-38. The 3 ball, good. Miles Tate. And Tate now with the 3. He has 8 points in the contest. Harris Finley split a pair of free throws. It tied the game at 39 for Dorman, and that gave him a 9-point fourth quarter, and we're 39-39. Khalil Cuffey with some big hoops there in that fourth quarter as well. 6 points in the contest. He had a big and one in there as well. An and one and a long 3 ball. Here's Dennis Cook. Cook back over to Coffey. Pulls a 3. Khalil Coffey, no. Rebound ripped down by Harris Finley. Finley gets the board now. Here come the Dorman Cavaliers. Now going to pull it back between the legs. 42-39, Dorman with the lead off of a Miles Tate 3 ball. He has 8, the young 8th grader. Jones pops it to Daquan Green. Green over to Harris Finley. Finley now going to attack, going down the left underneath the basket. Now take it, Miles Tate, a long 3. In and out. Oh, my goodness. No good. Dennis Cook rips down the rebound and brings it into the forecourt for the Panthers. Gives it now in the right corner to Justin Jones. Jones holding, puts it on the floor with the left hand. He'll peel it back out. 2:20 to go in overtime. Blockton holding it. Blockton now to Cuffey. Cuffey was really wanting it. 2-3 zone defense. Long skip pass to Dennis Cook. Cook looks at it. Now to Blockton. Blockton headed the key. Blockton now over to Isaiah Green. Green to Cuffey. Cuffey steps into the three. In and out. No. Rebound Blockton. Up off the window. Good. Khalil Blockton having a fine day. He has 12 in the contest. 42-41, a 1-point Dorman Cavalier lead, and they have the ball with Reggie Jones. Jones now bounces it over to Daquan Green. Green now holds, stops. They smack at it, and the ball is going to be a foul. Out on the pass, the foul will be called on Khalil Cuffey. Nope, check it. Isaiah Green will get the call.
Langston Hughes fouls on number 23.
So now it'll be free throw time now. 1-1. Daquan Green will go to the free throw line. Cuffey will go out. Anthony Carter will come in. Now Nelson also will be coming in. Let's see who Sean Nelson will get. Sean will get Justin Jones. 1:48 to go in overtime. 42-41. No, Daquan Green at the free throw line. Daquan on the front end of the 1-1. Back iron. Hill of the rim. Rebound by Blockton. Well, Daquan Green on his first free throw attempt of the day misses on the front end of the 1-1. Blockton below the foul line. Power got it blocked by Tyson McClain. The young guard came in there and blocked it. Reggie Jones recovers it and gives it to Harris Finley. A 1-point lead. 90 seconds to go overtime for the Dorman Cavaliers. Finley showing off a little dribbling exposition there right there as Anthony Carter picks him up. Here's Miles Tate. Tate now going to drive with the left hand all the way. Scoop it up with the right hand. No. Rebound Blockton. Blockton gives it over to Cook. They'll work it quickly now with 1:18. Cook going to go all the way driving. Cook off the window. Could not get the roll. It didn't fall. I thought it was going to go. He'll go to the free throw line. Dennis Cook. He is 3 of 3. Tyson McClain got hit with the foul. Cook 3 of 3 on the line today. He has 7 points.
At the line for the Panthers, number 1, Derek Cook.
Oh, Derek Cook, a junior, as I mentioned, 6'4", and has an opportunity to shoot Langston Hughes into the lead. Cook goes through his free throw routine. No one on the line from his own team. Cook free throw rolls in good. Tie ball game, 42-42. Second free throw now by Cook is good. He stepped up there and stroked in 2 big free throws. A 1-point lead for the Panthers, 43-42. Dorman can't get the ball in bounds and must call a timeout. They've been close a couple of times on 2 inbound occasions, and then in 2 inbound occasions they have had to call the timeout. Trailing by 1, 43-42 here in overtime, 1:16 to go. At All-American Specialties, quality has been our top priority. The attention to detail, innovation, and superior service are the key elements that make All-American Specialists one of the premier providers of recognition awards and promotional products in the Southeast. All-American Specialties. Do you want to be the type of player that stands out to a good coach this summer? Join over 10,000 dedicated players nationwide and discover how to play smart basketball, be a coach on the court, and be a leader in practices, games, and everyday life. Visit pgcbasketball.com for details on the 5-day, 4-night summer courses, including the nationally acclaimed Point Guard College course. Once again, that's pgcbasketball.com. 43-42. Joe Hillsman, glad that you're with us. Blue Collar Basketball live from Swanee, Georgia, and Peachtree Ridge High School. Our first game of the day. We're in for a treat. We are already in overtime. Free basketball. Langston Hughes with a 1-point lead. And it is their first lead in quite a while. They took the lead 39-38, which had been their first lead since 6-5. And the inbound. Miles Tate recovers it for the Dorman Cavaliers. Gives it over to Reggie Jones. 70 seconds in overtime. So Tate will walk it into the forecourt. The young 8th grader has 8 points, and he has him a big 3 ball here in this overtime. Tate worked on by Nelson. Nelson now picks up the dribble for Tate. Tate now inside to Daquan Green. The double team comes. Green back over to Tate. Green got out of the paint. He almost was in there for 3 seconds. 50 seconds now. Miles Tate will set it up again. Coach Ryan really energetic and yelling for his Cavaliers to make the right play offensively. Coach Welsh imploring defense for his Langston Hughes bunch. Pop side. There's an open three. He didn't take it. Gonna drive. Got it blocked. Justin Jones, and a foul called on Justin Jones. You just see the savviness of an 8th grader. Had the open three off the wing. Did not take it. Drove to the hoop. Got the foul and will be going to the free throw line. Miles Tate, 5'9", an 8th grader. Wasn't ready for the basketball. He looks up and catches it with the left hand, and he's towing that free throw line and going through his free throw routine. Free throw. Good. 3 of 3 of the day. The young man's going to be a fine basketball player. Miles Tate now. Second free throw. In and out. No, he missed the free throw. Isaiah Green skies for the rebound. 43-43. 30 seconds to go, and here's Khalil Cuffey. Cuffey across to Justin Jones. Jones now back to Cuffey. Cuffey going to attack. Loose dribble. Swings it. Pass. Turnover. Nelson. And he's trying to say that it was deflected. Was it deflected? It will be a timeout on Langston Hughes. They did not signal whose ball it was going to be. They're just saying it's going to be sideline out of bounds over there for the right. It may be Langston Hughes basketball. 21 and 6/10 seconds. Hickory Hill Financial is a Metro Atlanta insurance brokerage specializing in life insurance, tax-free retirement, auto and home insurance, commercial insurance, and employee wellness programs. Our goal is to be a trusted advisor for all of our clients' personal and business insurance needs. Please email hickoryhillfinancial@gmail.com or visit www.hickoryhillfinancial.com for a complimentary insurance policy review. So out of the timeout now, it will be Langston Hughes basketball. The ball was deflected on that pass by Dorman. So Nelson will inbound it into the backcourt to Derek Cook. Cook now has it with 20 seconds. We're in overtime. We're tied at 43. And here you are now across the timeline. Here's Cook. Cook right hand dribble over to Nelson. Nelson with 11. Nelson with 10. Nelson now to Cuffey. Cuffey with 8 seconds. Nothing going to the basket at the moment. Going to hold for the final shot. Here's Nelson. Nelson driving. Shot off the window. Good. Sean Nelson. Ball game. Langston Hughes with the victory. 45-43. Dorman upset, thinking Chandler Tate had gotten the offensive foul, or did they call a timeout? Did Dorman get a timeout call, or Sean Nelson off the window? As you see it on the SUV TV instant replay, the timeout was called. Coach Ryan, though, here at midcourt, man, is he really wanting the whistle. Sean Nelson. AWS creates, builds, and manages your website. We customize our site to our clients' needs. We feature unmatched service and innovative designs. Whether you're looking for business conversions or an informative content site, AWS can meet your needs. Contact us at www.athleticwebsolutions.com. Dorman, 0.5 seconds left in overtime. Harris Finley now will be inbounding it. Gotta be a tip. Colin Hill, a quarterback, not playing basketball this year, you could use him here. So Finley gonna wind up and throw a long bomb, and it's gonna be tipped, and that'll be it. Ball game. Langston Hughes in come from behind fashion defeat the Dorman Cavaliers 45-43 in the first game here at the Blue Collar Basketball MLK Showcase. Remember, stay tuned. The most outstanding player of the game coming up next right here across the network.
All right, we just finished game one of the BCB MLK Showcase. Langston Hughes pulls it out in overtime. Langston Hughes was down for most of the game and fought their way back late in the fourth quarter to force it into OT and ultimately wins on a last-second shot. I'm joined here by Khalil Cuffey with Langston Hughes. Khalil's our most outstanding player of the game off the winning team, the MOP. Khalil's a junior at Langston Hughes. Khalil, big win, so congrats, number one. But tell me about the game and what challenges Dorman presented to you guys. Nice. And, yeah, they were scrappy, weren't they? They executed well. They played hard. Y'all created some problems, but their zone created problems for you. But this was a non-region game, Khalil. You guys jump right back into a region game tomorrow night. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And so I know that from here on out, the focus is on becoming, working your way up in the region standings. But what is the focus for you and for your team down the stretch here?
The focus is just to stay healthy, play hard, rebound as a collective group, and we can come out with any win.
Absolutely. And you were just coming off an ankle injury. So I'm sure you're trying to catch your wind a little bit.
Yes, sir.
But tell us how you're feeling physically.
I'm feeling great. Just got to get back in shape, get some more shots up, and I'll be all right.
Awesome. Hey, well, Khalil Cuffey, our MOP of the first game. We're going to start game number 2 here in about 10 minutes. I'll be joined by head coaches of the next two teams, Green Forest Christian and South Atlanta High School. Thanks for being with us here on the BCB MLK Showcase event at Peachtree Ridge.